some pain in their life, you can see it in their eyes. They're changing at night, underneath the dark skies, forced to become something darker inside. You can feel the switch, feel the shift in the tide. They keep desiring something that's more inspiring. Their brains rewiring, old thoughts they start expiring. They're never tiring, no, now they feel the fight in them. They feel the fire sweep, take over entirely. They feel it growing, it's showing the feelings. They keep overflowing, always stoking the fire. Adrenaline is overloading, hit the mat like a fighter. They never let up, never throwing, giving to their desires. No, they keep working on their focus. They feel the temperature rise, now there is no place to hide. You better dig deep inside and find anything, everything that you could ever need. Every breath that you breathe, dedicated to believe.
Streets that they called home, not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told, swore they would feast one day on their bones. Going to the streets that they called home, not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told, swore they would feast one day on their bones. They took the form of a beast. 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 They're all gone now, so you better watch out. Reborn now, took a new form now. Straight beast underneath what you see. They gon' eat anything, everything, make them bleed, cut them deep. A villain origin story, tangled with glory, now it's looking stormy. Off in the distance, hear the roaring, thunder pouring, there ain't no ignoring. Streets that they called home, not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told, swore they would feast one day on their bones. Going to the streets that they called home, not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told, swore they would feast one day on their bones. They took the form of a beast. 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 They took the form of a beast.
pain in their life, you can see it in their eyes. They're changing at night, underneath the dark skies. Forced to become something darker inside. You can feel the switch, feel the shift in the tide. They keep desiring something that's more inspiring. Their brains rewiring, old thoughts they start expiring. They're never tiring, no, now they feel the fight in them. They feel the fire sweep, take over entirely. They feel it growing, it's showing the feelings. They keep overflowing, always stoking the fire. Adrenaline is overloading, hit the mat like a fighter. They never let up, never throwing, giving to their desires. No, they keep working on their focus. They feel the temperature rise, now there is no place to hide. You better dig deep inside and find anything, everything that you could ever need. Every breath that you breathe, dedicated to believe.
Streets that they called home, not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told, swore they would feast one day on their bones. Going to the streets that they called home, not for the weak, left out in the cold. Watched all the sheep do what they're told, swore they would feast one day on their bones. They took the form of a beast. 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 They're all gone now, so you better watch out. Reborn now, took a new form now. Straight beast underneath what you see. They gon' eat anything, everything, make them bleed, cut them deep. A villain origin story, tangled with glory, now it's looking stormy. Off in the distance, hear the roaring, thunder pouring, there ain't no ignoring.
Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander here, joined by our Shroomzy, as we're gonna give you the live draw. 24 teams, 4 groups, 6 teams in each group to determine who is going to sit on that throne, on the Iron Throne, and win the Iron Gauntlet tournament. Oh Shroomzy, how are you feeling this evening?
Very excited. Like, this has been building up for quite a while, and the teams also they're agitated to know which group they're going to be. I mean, there's some monsters in these tournaments. I mean, Rutel and Sons, which did very well in the previous tournament. I mean, you have St. Dynasty, the Old Star. There's the Freaks coming back. So there's some big names,
Yeah, big names, big players. A nice mix from across the regions. I was taking a look at the names of the squads in here. We've got quite a few teams from Madagascar as well in the mix. And well, typically, as we always expect, the South African teams here. It's going to be a very, very, very interesting tournament. And usually, I could say I have a team that I think is going to win it all. This time round, I can't say that. There's so much equality across the board.
Yeah, which is true. Like, usually there's the ultimate favorite, but here's a few. Like I can't decide, and there's a lot of new faces that I've never seen that's going to join us for the first time in the tournament scene. I mean, Perpetual Aces, squad I've never seen, but they've got some good players, all immortal players. So, but the Royalty, the first time they featured in the tournament, and like, there's a lot of new faces, but then there's old, like, the grandpas of Waylander Gaming, St. Dynasty, Akatsuki, which we know as NWO. Like, it's going to be a fun one.
yeah, exactly. Well, especially with the newer teams, right? They play the part of, I would say, dark horses, and especially like you mentioned, now you've got some squads with a lot of immortal players. I'm quite interested to see what they're going to bring to the table. But speaking about the table, should we enter the draw stages? I know everybody's going to be quite interested to find out what group they're going to be in. And so, should we jump into the wheel spin?
let's go. I think I think we go straight into the action. I'm betting to know which group I'm in. Like, I'm excited.
Yeah. All right, all right. So let me get this on screen quickly. All right, so as you can see, the full list of the 24 teams' names are there on the side. This is it, right? We're going to be heading into, and just to explain to everyone how we're going to be dealing with this draw phase, right? We're going to use it or we're going to do it in this manner, right? It's going to be one group, one team from each group, right? So we're going to be looking at the first team drawn out is going to be in group A, the second one group B, the third one group C, then group D, and then finally, the fifth team to be drawn out will be back to group A. And we'll go down the line. So it'll be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, filling it until we have our 6 teams in each groups. So captains, and well, I'm sure your players are here as well. Fingers crossed, we'll see who's going to be the lucky ones, who's going to be the unlucky ones. Though I will say this, I don't know if Truan is here. Usually his team's luck when it comes to the draw phase is horrendous.
It's not non-existent. Yeah.
Yeah.
He already said in chat the Katski in house. So they're ready. Let's see. Is it going to be once again a Katski versus Saints and Fricola Italian Sons, all one group? Let's see. That's his luck.
Yeah. Well, we'll hope this time around that the wheel of fortune favors you a little bit. But let's head into the draw. This is going to be the first team coming out. Group A, team number 1. Let's get to see what this wheel gives us. It was almost Akatsuki as the first one, but it's gonna be One Trick Kings, OCK, Bind Crusher, Nigel in the house, with the very first team in Group A. As we head into the next one, let's see what this wheel spin's gonna give us. This is gonna be the first team in Group B. As it spins around, it's gonna churn out. Okay, I'm not even know how to pronounce this here. Shroomsy. This is. Oh, let me actually. I'm busy talking to you, right? You can't see the spin. I'm forgetting. I can see the spin. Let me put this up here. Discord.
All right. Yeah, now I can. Okay, so that's Nox EQ.
Nox EQ. All right. Well, if we're mispronouncing,
I think that's how you pronounce it.
If we're mispronouncing this here, right, ladies, gentlemen, feel free to just correct us on this, right? We don't mind. We don't mind at all. But anyway, we're moving on to Group C. First team to come through is going to be Saint Dynasty. First team in Group C. So one of the OGs, or the grandpas, as Shroomsy called them, of the tournament, being the first one in Group C. You know this wheel spin, right? When you take a look at it, Shroomsy, it sits. Every time it's coming in between the border of one team and the next, and you're waiting. It's like getting closer. It's sticking out. You're not sure, because I was like, okay, is this gonna be Saint Dynasty? Is it gonna be End Game? Which one is gonna be in the mix? I don't know. But anyway,
it's always the hairline. The hairline is so close.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So Group C is already one of the groups to watch out for. So. We'll see how the wheel spins fortunes.
Heading into the first team in Group D. Ooh, one of the new teams to come out. Perpetual Aces, the one you mentioned earlier on the stream.
I'm actually excited. Like, I've scrimmed against them actually this afternoon, and they've got some smoke that they're going to bring to the table. I mean, so everyone knows it's Evander Jakes. He used to play back in the day with everyone, and now he just rejoined the community. So he's eager to show what the 6 years of experience looks like.
Yeah, well. This game's been out for quite a while, Mobile Legends. There are some people that, I've been playing the game for about 5, going to 6 years myself, right? There's some people that I've met, right? They've been in it since the very start. It's going to be, 8 years now? Mobile Legends has been out?
Yeah, it dropped, and I think no, I think it dropped 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 8 years.
It's a crazy amount of time for this game to be played. And just like a feather in the cap, I would suppose, for the community and the game as well. It is the only mobile game that is in the category of esports game of the year in the Game of the Year awards. The only one. I mean, how crazy is that?
I mean, the growth on Mobile Legends has been insane so far. If you look at the stats, the Esports World Cup that was hosted back in July, it was more than 55% of viewership was only Mobile Legends. They had about, I think, 24 games. 55% of viewership was just Mobile Legends.
I mean, we expect something similar because we will, very fortunately, right? So, Shrooms, you, myself, Lotus, Scarpy, we're going to have a bit of a rough schedule coming up in December because we were given permission to, I think, restream the IESF games, the South African matches at least. So, and the timing on it, because like we were talking about it, the timing is going to be a very, very odd thing. The men's and ladies.
Yeah, it's a weird timing. I mean, for them it's normal, but we used to streaming in the evenings, and here it comes, boom, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. There's actually one I think for 3 a.m. as well, potentially.
3 a.m. Yeah,
Oh,
one of the ladies' games, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, it's 3 a.m. our time, right? So, but it is getting close to holiday time, you know. So, ladies and gentlemen, just you can sacrifice a bit of sleep to support and cheer for the South African team. I think that's worth it. It's not even just the South African team. Granted, it is South Africa, but South Africa is representing the entire Southern African bloc. So, you know, for anybody from anywhere can be tuning in to watch. Okay. Yeah. But with that being said, right, let's get back to the draw phase here. And we're heading into Group A once again. So we're going to see who's going to be the second team landing in Group A. Let's see what the wheels spin. Turns out for us. Let the excitement continue. And it is Play for Fun. Madagascan team have been doing quite well in the Madagascan scene. I think they got knocked out in the quarterfinals of the Hunter tournament very recently. Had a very tough matchup. To make it into the top 8 of that tournament is something quite good. So we would expect some good things from them in the tournament to come.
Yeah, well, I've only seen some of their members. I haven't played with them as much, so I'm excited personally to see what they bring to the table.
True. So on to Group B, second team into Group B. Let's see what this turns out. It's going to be another Madagascan team in Deuce Mastodonte. We featured them in a couple of tournaments so far. They were in the Hunter tournament most recently, which is the Madagascan tournament, which for those of you who are interested, tune in 8 p.m. We'll be live with a best of 5. It's the grand finals of that tournament taking place. And another strong Madagascan team in the house once more.
This Madagascar teams are going to bring the heat. It's going to be interesting how they're going to fare out. I mean, their meta is completely different than ours. So, which is weirdly because we play on the same server, but their Euro pool is just different for some reason. So, it's going to be fun.
They have a very active pro scene, and I'm actually using the word pro scene deliberately because it's moving in that direction. A lot of companies from that region of Madagascar are starting to sponsor their tournaments, sponsoring teams as well. So their Mobile Legends scene is moving very steadily in the correct direction, and you will start to notice this with the improvements that you'll see in terms of how the teams from Madagascar do and how they perform and play. Consistency is always key, and the ability to play under the spotlight that comes out in a tournament it's very different from when you're playing your ranks and your scrims. I mean, you may think, right, oh, okay, I'm used to 5-man, I rank 5-man all the time. Then you step onto the grand stage of a tournament and you realize this is not the same. the pressure levels amps up massively.
I mean, it's not just the pressure of the viewers, which is a big factor, but also the pressure just of being live, and it's always something to lose. You always have something on a script. There's not as much pressure because if you lose, it's sad, but you move on. If you lose in a tournament, you out. That's the end of the road for you.
Yes. It adds that extra layer of extra factor, shall we say, right? So, which is what group are we on to now? Group D.
It is Group C.
Group C. So, second team coming out in Group C. We will halfway through, right? We'll just run through each of the groups and who's in each one, right? So, this is going to be second team in Group C, and it is going to be the rebranded Freakwilibrium.
Freakwilibrium. Oh, this is going to be fun. I mean, they all changed their names to freaks. Like you get verified freak, you get cute freak, and interesting names. But we all know the players. You have Samara, you have Loki, you have Musashi in this team. So this is going to be a mega strong team. And weirdly enough, as I predicted, it's in Group C with St. Dynasty. So all we need in Group C left is going to be Akatsuki.
Truan, let's see if the Shroomsy's commentator curse is going to get you. But there's still quite a few teams more to go down the line here. And let's head into Group D, the second team coming out. Oh, and it's going to be Nabjutsu. So renamed Nabjutsu. They're formerly Econ.
Espeton Sonata bringing the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Nabjutsu. It's going to be interesting how they're going to fare in this tournament. I mean, they've rebranded, restructured, and they are ready for action.
Yeah. Well, it's time to bring the heat. Because, I mean, when you go through a rebrand, a restructure, it's going to be all eyes on you to see how well you're going to do. And so, Group D, there you go. Second team in. And now we head back the halfway mark in terms of the teams. The third team coming out in Group A. And it tosses out Dozen Dimes. So Dozen Dimes is another Madagascan side that I got to see quite recently, right? Because the Hunter tournament's been running for just about a month now. With today being its final day, the conclusion to all of that. Dime Dozen, they've got an interesting style of play. They remind me very much of our famous team, you know, the one that does the crazy drafts.
DBZ.
Yeah, they've got also a very interesting style of drafting that goes with them. And well, they can certainly bring the heat. And that is going to be the third team in Group A. Moving on to the third team in Group C. And then we'll recap for everybody before we conclude everything. And it's going to be, is it going to be? Oh, Friction. I thought it was going to land on MCF, right? And I was like, okay, I have it. MCF.
That's very crazy.
Yeah. So Friction is a new team. I don't know if it's old players in a new name or it's just new to all of us.
Friction is a semi-new. They're new to the season. They've been playing 5-man in MLBB for quite a while, but this is their first tournament they've entered. The leader is Gemini herself. So a lot of people know Gemini, and she is actually quite good, to be honest. I'm interested to see how they fare in the tournament scene, because being your first tournament, it's got you on your toes. I mean, it's a different level of stress.
Yes. That is true. But having that experience playing 5-man can be helpful. However, as we all know, right, once you enter that tournament stage, you gotta get used to it, get comfortable with the pressure very, very quickly. But let's move on to Group C. And who is going to be the third team that the wheel's gonna churn out for Group C? And it is. Group C is so. Group C is mental. Group C is so stacked. It's Retillant Suns.
Bro, like, okay, if this wasn't live, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have believed this.
You got Saint
This is
Dynasty.
this mental.
Yeah, it is. Saint Dynasty, Equilibrium, and Retillant Suns, winners of the Origins tournament. We all got to see how they play. They were dominant in that tournament. Like, legitimately dominant. This is a scary, scary group. I think we can accurately say right now, even though we're at the halfway mark, Shroomsy, Group C is the group of death.
Yeah, honestly, if you in Group C, you're not going to have a fun time. I mean, Rutland Suns in the Origin, they dominated, not just in any fashion. They were unbeaten. They didn't lose one map.
Yeah.
It was clean sweeps from start to finish.
Yeah, they're a scary, scary, scary team. I wouldn't want to be in Group C with them. That's nuts. But anyway, it's I suppose that if you're gonna win it, right, you have to face up against strong teams at some point in time. But you might as well do it in the group stages, where it's a little bit more flexible.
Easy. Just knock them out in the group stages and no stress for the eliminations.
All right. So with that being said, and then the wheel being the wheel's been interesting, right? Let's head on to Group D. It's the third team for Group D, and we're now at the complete halfway mark. And
up.
and it is the Royalty, all the way from Madagascar. Once again, very, very good team. We've been dealing with them quite a bit. Johari, from the live chats, he's in the Royalty. So we're going to be quite interested to see what they're going to bring to the table. But Shroomsy, if you could just run through each of the groups and who's in it so far.
All right. Okay, so far for Group A, we've got One Tree Kings as the first team. Then there's Two Play for Fun and Dozen Dimes to round off the first three. Group B, you've got a lot of new faces. You've got Nox EQ, Deus Macedonte, and Friction. Then the Group of Death, you've got Saint Dynasty, Equilibrium, and Rutland Suns. And Group D, we've got Perpetual Aces, Renab Jitsu, and the Royalty Sirs.
So that's the male team, right? The Royalty is split into two.
Yes.
Just FYI, they've got an all ladies team, and I can see some. I can't see the people, but I know, right? The moment we say ladies teams, right? There's some eyes in the live chat that gets a little bit big, and they're like, "Oh, ladies team, we want to see them." But there will be no face verifications and cameras in this particular tournament.
Fortunately and unfortunately.
Yeah, true. All right, let's get back to Group A. It's the first team coming out. I'm sure the teams remaining are playing into which group they're going to fall and where they want to end up. And it's going to be, Shroomsy's Immortal Order, fourth team in Group A. I can see him smiling here already. There's some relief. The sweat was dripping, and he's like, "Oh, thank God, it's not Group C."
Yeah, it's not an easy group, honestly. Like, OTK is our number one nemesis. They are our kryptonite, and it's going to be tough. But it's interesting. I'm excited to go up against Master Nigel again.
Yeah. They're the team that knocked you guys out of the Origins tournament, wasn't it? Oh,
yeah. They knocked us out twice, actually.
Oh, well, the Iron Gauntlet could be the best place to get some revenge. And then you know what they say, revenge is a dish best served cold. So, it is that time of year. Although in South Africa, we can't really say it's winter time. Although the tournament is, winter is coming. Iron Gauntlet hold Game of Thrones kind of vibe there. So, maybe you can give Nigel a message and tell him winter is coming. We're going to see you in Group A.
Winter is coming and the Iron Throne is mine.
All right, so let's head into the 14 for Group B. And we have all the way from Mauritius. Haven't seen this team, this name for a very, very long time. These are one of the OG squads of Mobile Legends. Back in the day when this game first released, this was one of, if not the most dominant squad coming through for a very long time. The Mauritian scene has been a bit quiet of late because they seem to have some massive internet problems there over the last year and a bit. But MCF, Merciless Freaks, heading into Group
And
B.
I'm excited to see what I mean. Merciless Freaks has always been strong, but they've actually kind of rebranded the squad because they went on a massive 6 months sabbatical where Azura or Beast, as a lot of people know him, the leader, went on a massive break, and then he completely reworked the squad. There's a lot of new faces in Merciless Freaks, but the iconic names are luckily still there.
Okay. So they're going to be bringing the heat here in Group B. Let's move on to Group C, and we're going to see who's going to be joining Equilibrium, Saint Dynasty, and Little and Sons in Group C.
Oh, alrighty. Ooh.
It is gonna be Sexy Boys. Is this a new name, renamed squad? Or are they new to
It's
us?
a renamed. So this is their second tournament. They were previously known as A to Z.
Oh,
So-
okay. Yeah, A
Yeah,
to
so
Z.
it's not a new squad to the scene, but they named themselves to Sexy Boys. The leader is the #1 Xborg in South Africa currently.
Whoa.
He went global last season.
And well, I'm sure you were keeping track on who's that Xbox leaderboard from South Africa.
like I'm not doing anything this season. This season I'm just hitting my 25 and just having this SA title. I'm not chasing anything because this season, I'm not gonna lie, my Xbox was horrendous. I'm on 7% win rate. I was at a point I was on 32%
Sure.
at one
Sure.
stage.
Yeah.
That is how bad my solo queue has been. Then I've gotten 4 savages. Nah.
Yeah, solo queue this season's been a little bit brutal, I must admit. I thought with the update and the change to the system where your role is selected for you based on several factors and things like that, that solo queue wouldn't be as bad, but it seems to have gotten worse.
Yeah, because the problem is now the one tricks are forced into another role. Like if you are the better mage sometime, most of the time, gets the mage. Then the oak that one tricks a mage but isn't good gets gold or XP or something. And I'm like, these oaks don't play that roles ever.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, well, what can we do? So on to Group D, what team to come out? And it looks like it is.
Alrighty. Ooh.
So the team that, how they say fastest fingers first, Pandora's Code Red were the very first team to complete the registration form. They were on point,
Yeah,
on time.
Yeah, they were messaging me, Shoobs, open it. I'm like, just a little. When I opened it, I was actually 6 minutes late to open the registration. I got pinged in the group telling me I'm late. That's how excited they are for this tournament.
Yeah. Well, at least they know. At least they know 3 of the teams that they're going to be up against. We're going to be heading now to the penultimate cycle. So this is all the 5th teams going across the 4 groups. And let's see who's going to be joining Oshroomsy here in Group A. Oh, and this is Johari's squad. Like I was mixing it up with the other one. It's Cavaliers. And Johari Joe is going to be joining you there in Group A. which is like this is the fifth team. So it's a pretty decent group at this moment in time.
Yeah.
It's gonna churn out some interesting results.
Cavs are good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Cavaliers are a very good squad.
Yeah.
Like they've got a lot of strong members. A few of them did leave the squad, but so I'm not up to date with the current lineup. But I know they've always been a solid team.
Yeah, that's the thing with the squads here in our Southern African bloc. I mean, it's almost like a dating sim or a dating app, right? Where it's just like people just they leave one party and they join another party, and it's just like breakups and makeups are plenty. But let's get into the second Group B, 15. And it is going to be a Katsuki. So it must have been praying. It's like it was slowing down over there. And so he's got himself into Group B as the fifth team. Maybe this time around, Shroomsy's curse didn't get him.
I said he was going to be in Group B, so I jinxed him not to be in Group C. So that's at least good. So for once in her life, Akatsuki Great Hova isn't cursed in the wheel spin.
Well, there's a first time for everything. All right, so now it's the fifth team in what is most definitely our group of death. And I know the teams remaining here, the 5 teams remaining, they're going to be praying, or 6 teams remaining. And it is the Royalty Ladies who have joined that very, very hectic Group C. I don't know if they're excited or they're cursing us here, but it's not us, it's the wheel, right? You can see it's spinning. We click the button, it goes around here. The Royalty Ladies. I think most of their squad featured in the ISF qualifiers. Wasn't that? Well, I know sometimes you get some name changes.
A lot of them played.
And they did extremely well. You remember the match they played up against the South African ladies team? It was the final one to see which team goes through to represent our Southern African bloc. That was a bit of a nail biter because they performed excellently. It just came down to a couple of plays at the end that just got South Africa through. It was 2-1 in South Africa's favor.
And the game they won was like one-sided. Like it was really crazy plays from this ladies, and they've got some major talents. It was 2 mistakes that cost them in that game 3. 2 mistakes.
Yeah, but that's how this game goes, right? You have to be extremely disciplined, like all the time, not most of the time. It's all the time discipline to the forefront. You could just make one mistake, and we've seen it before, right? How many times have we watched matches where it's just like one team's dominating, then all of a sudden, one play, one moment, one set, and then it's GG's, the team walks down the mid lane. It's that funeral procession, and you can hear the violent play as the team walks down, and they end it, even though they were losing all along. It's just been it is that type of game, you know. But well, that is Group C, and heading on to Group D, the 5th member to join Group D will be Absolute Province. This is another new name to me.
So it is a mixture between, if I'm not mistaken, Econ Province. You remember Providence Covenant? There's a few of their members in this squad with a few extras. So 2 squads basically came together as friends and they made this squad. So it's interesting to see what they're going to bring, because there's a lot of new names in this team. There is a few, of course, that we know from Econ Province, but there's a lot of new names here as well.
I'm excited when we get a lot of new names and faces in the community. It shows that the game's growing in South Africa. We were talking about the statistics, right? And we were doing a comparison to one of the other games that we do feature quite a lot on the channel, which is PUBG Mobile. PUBG has 528,000 unique players in South Africa, or the Southern African region, weekly players. whereas Mobile Legends is sitting around the 20,000 mark. And there's a huge difference in number, granted, but when you look at the growth rate of Mobile Legends, there's no game that's coming close in the Southern African region and globally as well, in the mobile scene. It's taking all the plaudits and it's growing at a ridiculously fast rate. And so that means that our community here is around about 20,000 people large. We still have to reach a lot of them, right? Because we're not there yet in terms of subscribers. We're very far off 20,000. But for those of you who may find this video out there somewhere, we'll find you. Don't you worry. We'll get there. We'll get you to come join our community.
I will look for you and I will find you.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so it is now the final round, the final countdown, the final teams to head into each of the groups. We have Warlord Reborn, Equinox, Geostorm, and Endgame, the final 4 teams. Let's see who ends up where. It is the final team for Group A. Let us see what the wheel will turn out. And it is going to be Equinox that heads and concludes Group A. So Group A is not looking so comfortable now.
Yeah. Oh, I celebrated way too early. It's not the Group C, but I'm going to be honest. Group A is very stacked as well.
That can be, you can reiterate that. So now we're heading into Group B. We have Warlords Reborn, Geostorm, and Endgame. And let's get to see the final team now for Group B. And it looks like it's going to be Endgame. That is one of our... I'll say, we say staff members, right? But we actually call our group, it's more like a family group. So one of our family members, he's the captain of the squad, is Mr. Wick Squad. He is one of the OGs of this game here in Southern Africa.
He's been around forever.
Yeah. So he'll be leading his squad in Group B, Endgame joining that list already. And now it's Group C's final 6th team to join in here. It's between Geostorm and Warlord Reborn. Wheel of Fortune, what do you have to say for yourself? And it is gonna be Warlord Reborn joining that extremely stacked group. This is the fact that they have Reborn in the name makes me think that this is going to be one of those teams that has rebranded itself, because the name is new to me.
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. Like, even it seems like a complete new team to me. I've never seen a lot of these players before.
Yeah, but the way people change their names as well, especially with that free name change ticket that people went wild with, that came out a couple of weeks ago. I don't know anybody's names anymore. Like, I was looking at my friends list, and I'm like, who are all you people?
And then you get my team there that loves changing names. I've got people that changes names once a month, and then I've got people like Post Malone, Quinton. Everyone knows him. Then he was Pasta La Vista, and now he changed his name to Name Change Addict.
Well, that seems to be a clear problem. Don't you worry. We at Waylander Gaming, we have a nice support system. We will get you the help that you need. Addiction's a real and true problem here. We will find some help for you. Right now, we do know the final team in Group D. It's Geostorm. We're gonna spin it, just so that they don't feel left out, like their name didn't come up. We'll spin it now. We know who's gonna be the final group here. So Geostorm joining Group D, and Shroomsy, if you can, just run through very quickly the names. I'll just get us up on screen. Just give me a second.
Warlords Reborn is the former Jinxer squad.
Oh,
So it's a
interesting.
rebrand.
Yeah. The Reborn was sort of like a little bit of a giveaway, I would say, that this has to have been teams that were previously featured, right? But anyway, Shrimsy, just run us through all the groups, so just in case anybody missed out on anything.
Oh, wait, okay. So the group stages are in. We have Group A. That is One Trick Kings, To Play for Fun, A Dozen Dimes, Immortal Order. We've got Cavaliers and then Equinox. Equinox, scary. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we've got Group B. That is Nox EQ, Deuce Mastodonte, Friction, Merciless Freaks, Akatsuki, and Endgame. And then the group of death, we've got Sin Dynasty, we've got Freakilibrium, Rutilant Sons, Sexy Boys, The Royalty, and Warlords Reborn. And then the final group, Group D, is going to be Perpetual Aces, Renab Jitsu, The Royalty. Then it's going to be Pandora's Code Red, Absolute Province, and then Geostorm as the final one.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the draw. Thank you for tuning in to watch. I'm sure you're going to go head off into all your preparation work that you need to do. You've got, what, 7 days before it all begins? And just so that everybody knows, the group stages, we won't be streaming that live. Actually, maybe we'll do 1 or 2 of the games here and there, just depending on the schedules. Because there will be some interesting matches being thrown out. And there's also a lot of new teams in the mix here as well. I'm sure they would like to showcase their talents. So we'll get to see how we can structure and what we can do. But for the most part, a lot of the games that will be happening, maybe we'll just feature 1 game per day. We will randomly pick one. We'll roll the dice and see, right? But we will talk about that on, later on the staff group and see
how it works. Yeah,
how it works.
Because I mean, it's now the final prep time because the tournament starts the 8th and it is running for 1 week. Then it's done. So for those who didn't read how the tournament's going to work, just a quick rundown in details. I'll throw everything in chat. So group stages, 6 teams per group, 4 groups. Top 2 of each group will be going through to the knockouts. It's going to be group stages best of 1. The knockout's going to be best of 3, and the grand final going to be a best of 5. Single elimination knockouts.
It's that's the single elimination knockouts just add a extra flavor, a little bit more intensity to the whole thing. You don't get the safety blanket of a lower bracket anymore. This is like we've taken the training wheels off now. We're like, no lower brackets for you. It is a bit of a fun tournament that we've set up because we know everyone's on holiday now, and we do love doing things for the community, right? As I'm sure everybody's heard us say 10,000 times across all the different streams, because it seems like we've been streaming for like 10,000 videos or so. We haven't, right? But it feels like that. And so this is a community-based tournament, which is why we decided to theme it the Game of Thrones theme, because that's another community, and it's a community very much like our community, where everyone's fighting for the throne and killing one another in some very, very hectic ways. And so we expect a lot of drama, a lot of action, a lot of chaos to come out in this Iron Gauntlet. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, sadly, we're going to have to bid you good night, but not goodbye. I'll be back live in 15 minutes with the grand finals of the Hunter tournament, which is coming to a conclusion tonight. So if you want to tune in to see some Mobile Legends action, come and join me in just about less than 15 minutes. So Shroomsy, any final words before we close the stream?
I'm excited to see what the teams are going to bring to the table. And for those who are wondering when you're going to play, one last operational thing, the schedule will be released tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, you will receive the entire schedule for the whole tournament. So please be patient for that. And if you have any questions, please ask in the group. But guys, I'm excited to see what you are going to bring to the table, what the meta is going to shift into, and who's going to carry the Iron Gauntlet to the throne.
Right, so Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to watch. Good luck to all of you participating in this tournament. We will see you live on the next one. Thank you for watching.